Hey, this is Ola. This is Ola coming to you from SEO and digital marketing with Ola. Thank you so much. This is the second of this episodes. This is about watching me take this project, lolaanola.com, all the way to $100,000 per month. Am I going to achieve that? I don't know, but let's get going. Let's see what we have. There's a video I just finished watching. This video right here by Neil Patel. The number one biggest SEO mistake nearly everyone makes, and I felt compelled that we should probably talk about that. Okay, so the last video that I did, about 30 at this point that I'm recording this video, about 30 people watched it, 4 likes. Thank you so much. If you're one of those people that gave me a like, please always give us a like because it will help us spread the word about the journey a little bit more. It inspires me and stuff like that. By the way, I will also be talking about YouTube because YouTube is a big part of generating backlinks for the content we're creating, as well as additional exposure, brand exposure for the brand that we're trying to build. In this case, it's lolaanola.com. Okay, so I'm gonna actually switch over to lolaanola.com's YouTube channel so we can also review that data together, and then we'll talk about the next plot of action. Well, also in this same episode, I'm going to review where we are, and I'm actually going to pick the actual content that we are going to work on optimize together on the next video. So I will record the optimization. This video is going to be about the data analysis and what we're looking at. Okay, so with that being said, let's see what we got going on. So that's the Lola and Ola YouTube channel. Has 126 subscribers at this point, and we're going to be looking at some of this data in a second. But before we dive into that, by the way, this is going to be a short session. I'll try to make it short. Okay. All right. So I will also explain all the spikes and what's going on here with you in a second and what we've decided. But let's go here. So there's this video here that Neil Patel, the number one biggest mistake of SEO. And basically in the video, as you can see, he's getting a lot of views. But everyone has to pay their dues. And you're watching me. I've paid my dues, because I have actually a ton of students that have learned SEO from me over the past 10 years. As a matter of fact, just a few days as I was just scrolling through here, I stumbled into this, and I thought it was because I was creating the channel that you're watching this video on, which is SEO and digital marketing with Ola. And I decided to just search SEO Ola, right, to see if there's any video that popped out of nowhere. Obviously, this is this channel that we're recording on right now. This is the new video we just did, right? Then I stumbled into this that was actually put up here by an Al Sales, 30 views 8 years ago. So this is one of the guys that I learned SEO from me. But I've also done some few videos on my other real estate channel. I decided to create a new one because that channel is more on real estate these days. Okay, so but anyway, let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any other MLSP. So I taught SEO with another platform called MLSP about 10 years ago, 10 years ago. So I've paid some dues, over the years. I'm trying to see if there's any other video that popped up with my name on it. Now, there's been a lot that's happened in SEO since then. So, but again, the funny enough, what I was teaching at the time was relevance. So we're teaching more relevance. Okay, basically, if you create a page that has relevance, traffic will come to the website. Okay. And it was the rule that we gave at the time. Okay, it was my brother and I at the time. The rule that we gave was 80% relevance, meaning you have to create content, which we already talked about in the last video, right? That's relevant to what that person is searching for, to the keyword phrase. If you do that, you already won 80% of the battle. But these days, you have to create an in-depth content, okay? But not so fast. I'm not discounting that you have to have some volume, and let the algorithms of the search engines respond to you first, and then you build on what is responding for. Okay, that's how to do it. Okay, there's a lot of theory that people like Neil Patel, awesome guy. I follow him, by the way. I follow him and I pick his brain, but I pick him between the lines. Okay, so there's nothing that he's teaching me that I don't already know from a theoretical standpoint, but there's some in between the lines that is my way of eavesdropping on him and Brian Dean and some other guys, Ahref and other platforms that teaches SEO. Okay, so is everyone trying to compete in SEO? He's mentioned that these days everyone is trying to compete. That's not true. Still today, 10 years later, after I picked up my first course on SEO, right? Still today, majority of human beings don't even know what SEO is. So you don't have to have that kind of you don't have to feel fearful about it. There's nothing to. I don't want you to catch that fear and then say maybe this is not going to work. No, it will work because I'm going to show you that it's going to work. Okay. But with that being said, then he mentioned people are chasing after two competitive keywords. Like the keywords are too competitive that people are chasing after. I'm going to open my keyword Market Samurai right now. By the way, you can find Market Samurai with the link in the description box. This links right here, these are the 3 tools that I recommend, and they're all in the description box. I'm going to open mine right now. This is all the tools I'm using. It's as simple as this, okay? And I'm building lolaandola.com, right? All right, so by the way, if you're watching this video, make sure you watch all the video from 001, okay? Make sure you watch them to make a lot better sense for you, okay? All right, so I'm here right now. I'm just going to go into, let's just go into LO. I'm going to open that project. You know what? Let me open another one. Let me open another just to keep it clean, right? A new project. All right. I'm just going to say SEO. All right. SEO 002. How about that? All right. So we're going to keep it all worldwide. Okay. Worldwide. Okay, so here we are. So there's a couple of things that I look at here. There's something called the SEOT and the SEOC. The traffic, how much traffic is the so this is to debunk the idea that there's competition, okay? It all depends on context. We got to put things in context, and that's why you come to this channel, so I can help you put things in context, right? So when you say keyword is too competitive, what do you mean by that? Well, before you can use the word competitive, means you're competing with other people, right? So that has to depend on niche, okay? So if you pick a niche that's very competitive, then you're right. Let's say, for example, if you go for insurance, okay? Let's just go back to the keyword tool. If I go to keyword research, no, not for that keyword. I'm going to do new keyword. I'm going to do auto insurance, right? Auto insurance, right? So as you can imagine, that's something that everyone needs every day, that they already pay for. There are big companies like Geico, Progressive behind that, and they understand that there's a medium called the search engines. Of course, they're taking over all of that. Not only that, there's people trying to rank for the same thing. So auto insurance, if I do keyword research, which should be your first step, right? And I generate some keywords, right? So what Neil just said is, people are going after two competitive keywords. So you can see here, I have a minimum of 1 word in the keyword phrase all the way up to 10, right? All right. So if I do keyword analysis, right? And I'm just gonna pick on SEOC. Okay, I'm just gonna use this rule. I'm gonna use the rule I created last week. All right, so SEOC, SEOV, and the SEOT. Okay, I'm actually gonna do SEOT traffic, right? So how much traffic is gonna get, right? So I'm getting SEOT stands for traffic, SEOC stands for competition. There are other competition things you can measure, like how many people actually use the keyword phrase in their title, how many people have the keyword phrase in their actual URL link, right? And when you, how many people, when you hover, you can discover, right? Title versus competition. This is the ratio of SEOTC to SEOC. That means people that actually use it in the title competition as opposed to competition overall, right? Because that will tell you if you can actually go after those people and beat them and overrank them, right? Outrank them, right? So you can see here, I'm going to click analyze keywords. There's about 456 keywords here. So I can see here, just before I dive into this, 44,000 people are searching for this every month. Of course, I'm not going to go after that. It's pointless, okay? All I need is I need around anywhere from 100 to 1,000 traffic volume. If I get that, I'm good to go, okay? So if you scroll, or I can click on the column header here. I'm just going to click on column header, scroll back to the top. So all of this has zero, right? There's zero searches on all of this. What he just suggested in the video is you should go after all of this zero. Maybe, maybe not. It's completely up to you. But just keep in mind that there's not a lot of people searching for that. Zero is not accurate, it just means low. Okay. So it's not a lot of people searching for that. And AA auto insurance, that means somebody specifically searching for AAA, or I don't know, I guess AAA, but they missed one A, right? So somebody is paying money for that on the Google AdWords, right? So anyway, so I'm going to remove everything that has, I'm going to make sure minimum is 1, right? And then I'll click anyway to update. So now it reduces the number of keywords to 275, right? But what if I make it minimum is 100, right? That's why I love this this tool, you know. And these numbers are not necessarily accurate, but the like if I was to look at auto insurance agents against auto insurance providers, that comparison is accurate. Okay, is the arbitrage in between I'm just looking. I'm not looking at the. I don't care about the exact numbers. I just need you to spill out numbers and compare one against the other. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so these are some keywords that I can go after. Okay, now as far as SEOC, that means SEO competition, search engine optimization. I'm going to analyze the keywords, and then let's see which ones are the most competitive. Numbers. We're looking at strictly numbers now. Neil Patel's tool is also good, as long as you understand that the numbers are not necessarily accurate. It's just for you to have an idea so you can analyze, so you can make some meaningful decisions out of the comparison of all the numbers. Okay, so the idea is not to get stuck on the accuracy of each number, but if you see 0 as compared to 10,000, then obviously use that as meaningful information. That's probably a highly searched volume of keywords. Now, the argument that longer tail always lead to money, it's true because people search more specific phrases when they're already getting closer to buying, okay? But that doesn't mean you should not go after high volume keywords too if you have an opportunity to rank for it, because not all traffic are created equal. On an average, that's true, but you want traffic, okay? You need to have a decent amount of traffic coming into your website, okay? So the key thing that you should pay attention to there is that you need the sweet spot is in between. You need a proper balance between keywords, volume, as well as competition, okay? Because somebody else is already ranking doesn't mean you can't go after it, okay? So look at this right here, okay? If I click the column header SEOC, I see all these keywords. 800 general. That sounds like a brand name. Okay, these are all specific. Okay, auto car insurance. 174 traffic. Okay, and 0 competition. Okay, so does that mean I shouldn't go after it? I can go after that. Okay, if I'm in insurance. Now, keep in mind again niche. Okay. So this niche is too huge, it's too broad. I wouldn't want to go after it. The niche that we're building here is lola.com. So am I making the mistake that Neil mentioned? Let's find out. Let's see if we're making that mistake, because, again, these are my keywords. Okay, these are my keywords. And this keyword here, we're already indexed for this one, okay? We don't know if we're optimized. Let's just see if I click over this. Okay, so that page already exists, but it's probably not optimized. Okay, so I have a Yoast SEO plugin installed on my blog. Okay, all right, so if I go back to that other browser, let's Open it here. Okay, so over here, this little dot will tell me if it's optimized or not. If it's red, it means it's not. Okay, so it's orange. It needs to be green, so it's not optimized. Okay, so as you can see, we created a new column here. Okay, we created a new column here that every time I finish optimizing, so it's the first one I'm going to go after. Here it's telling me that there's actually 165 searches per month, and there's zero competition in terms of just how many other sites are trying to rank for that in phrase. What does that mean? Okay, let's go take a look real quick. Okay, I'm going to go to Google. Okay, I'm going to type in marriage. What is it? Problems? I think so. Yeah, marriage problems, right? So here is saying just broad match. Broad match means there's no, like somebody that will use this in any phrase, right? That there are 712 million web pages competing to rank for that. Okay. All right. So 712 million. So phrase match means that when you how you check, at least last time I checked, right? So you put your little quotes around it. That means exact in exact order, but in phrase. It could be used in phrase. Um, about 1.8 million. So it's reduced. That means how many web pages are trying to rank on Google for that? That's 1.8. It's less competition, right? So 1.8 is saying, but somehow SEOC on. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna put it into market summary. Like I said earlier, the numbers are not necessarily accurate. They're just designed for you to measure against the other. The number sources also could be Bing. Sometimes they pull it from Bing, okay, which is another search engine entirely, okay. So by the way, if you don't have fundamentals on SEO, just there's more than enough. If you get any one of these tools, like exactly Market Samurai, they have tutorials that cover basics on SEO, okay. And you can get the free trial. Okay, it comes with the tutorials. All right, so here I'm going to check updates. We're going to go do SEO competition of this, right? And this is the best way to measure the competition. I'm going to click generate results, and it's literally going to show me, how many web pages are. See all this red? It means it's highly competitive. So it simply means I have to work hard at making sure that my content beats all of this content. That's all I care about, okay? There's one leakage here. This person does not have the keyword phrase in their description, all right? I'm looking at all these pages are ranking on top 10, okay, for that keyword, okay? Okay, so now I'm also looking at how many pages are indexed, okay? So what I can do is if I take my page, I'm going to go to my page. I'll grab the link to my own page, which is this one right here. Remember, my page is not yet optimized. That's why it's showing orange. Okay, we're going to optimize it until it shows green. And you're going to watch that video with me. I'm actually going to record it. So that's why you want to make sure you subscribe. So you'll be able to see me optimizing it too. The only thing I won't do in front of you is I probably want to do long writing in front of you. I'll have it written already, but I'll give you an idea of what the structure of my writing is. And by the way, in my writing, I typically use the 12 steps sales letter, which you can literally Google that. It comes right up, okay? Actually, this one right here, if I Google 12 steps sales, okay, that's what I use because it's, kind of like covers everything I need to say to the people that are searching for those words. This one right here, the 10minutespage.com. This one is a PDF, and you can read this one. It covers, covers how I write, basically. Okay, so so that's a free one for you right there. All right, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to click Add Custom URL, which is the URL I'm trying to rank. I'm going to click Add, and it's literally going to tell me what I need to do. Okay. So here my domain age is 2 years, okay? There's a 2 years here, so that's not a negative. There's a 2 years, there's ranking, okay? So but that means I need to make sure I hit all this other. So I'm already red in title, I'm already red in the URL. That means I have the keyword phrase in the URL, in the description. in the header. I already have it. Okay, so what else could I work on here? Everything else here, this is backlink from EDUs and governmental websites. Okay, that means education and government websites. There's only a few, the Wikipedia, which is not a big deal. Okay, even Wikipedia is ranking at number 8. So we have other ones that have made it to the top like this. Okay, so that's a good one. Okay, I know Brad Browning. Okay, so when is one of the guys that I went through his material when we were going through it. So I know him, but he has a backlink to here. So that's one of his secrets. So he created another page on another website entirely, and then there's a backlink from educational. So if I can get backlinks from educational governmental websites, sure, but it's not really compulsory. Backlinks to my domain is 129 because it's a brand new website. So 129 is not really a big deal. But I already beaten them here. So I'm just gonna make sure that I continue to beat them. Backlink to the page is 0. We're gonna have a little couple of backlinks here. So there's a one with one backlink here on this page, okay? But it's a powerful website, 11 old. So basically, I will go after each one of these criteria and make sure that we cover as much of it as we can. We cannot change domain age. It is what it is, right? Whatever this is, it's a citation workflow. It's a measure of a web. So you discover, right? Over to discover. Measure of a web page's importance, similar to Google Page Rank. Okay, that's over time. That's gonna build over time, right? TF is trust flow. That's also gonna build over time. That's branding. The more content we optimize, the more this number will increase, right? Index pages, that's also gonna increase because we're working on that right now. That's why this is the journey all the way to the top. Domain referring domains is 0 for now because backlinks is now backlinks to the website to the domain is 129 already because we have some other stuff like the YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I look at the numbers. We look at these details, not just say, hey, competition, no high competition. No, it could be highly competitive, but I have enough criteria that I can go after to still rank. And when I get those traffic, it will be meaningful for me. Okay. So now, with that being said, now let's go the last. Let's see what else I wanted to cover here. All right. So SEOT, SEOC niche. You just saw me do that. This tool right here, Market Summary number 3 in the description box. That's what I used. It's just a free trial for it, so you can get the free version of it. There's a free version, not a free trial. All right. So long tail keyword versus niche. If you niche down, like for example, this website is about marriage, particularly, so it's niche down, okay, and it's there's more than enough keywords that we've already gone through our keyword research. I showed you on the previous video how I do my keyword research. It's some competitive keywords here, like for example, marriage counseling is a competitive keyword. That doesn't mean I'm not going to create content for it. Because it's highly competitive doesn't mean I'm not going to create content for it. You know who I learned that from? I learned that from the Brian Deans and the Neil Patels of the world. Okay, and let me show you what I mean. Okay, if you go here, if you search for digital marketing, all right, that's a highly competitive keyword. Okay, there's about 3 billion people ranking for it. And also not only that, there's 4 ads shown at the top. Google is actually trying to sell that spot. Okay, but people still know what ad looks like because it says ad. Right, so people scroll down. Right, guess what they see? They say HubSpot, and guess who's number 2? Neil Patel. How come he's ranking on number 2 for a highly competitive keyword, but he's saying stop going after highly competitive keyword? I know why. Because he has a highly authoritative brand and website already. Okay, so he's also partly right, but again, I'm giving you a little better context. Okay, that you may want to go after it, not necessarily to rank for it. You may even be ranking on the 50th page or the 5th page, right? But that's okay because at least you're indexed on Google for that. That makes your longer tail keywords even that much powerful. Okay, that's something I wanted to share with you. Okay, so right there, digital marketing. How many? Let's see how many people are searching for that. Let's go to a new keyword, digital marketing. All right. All right, and let's do keyword research. And let's just analyze that. Let's just look at what that says in analysis and analyze keyword. Let's see how many is saying is. See, 16,000, okay? Although SEOC says the total number of web pages globally that mention a specific keyword term in same phrase, okay? In Bing, this is only Bing, okay? That's why it's showing 0, okay? So I think they used to be Google, but in Bing, because they stopped their API access or something like that. But this is just Bing, okay? But it gives you a nice measurement against everything else, okay? So, but you can see searches, that's the same number, average number of people who search for this keyword monthly, 16,000. And you can see the competition manually here, 3 billion, 3.8, almost 4 billion, okay? And he's ranking at the top. So with time, you can actually rank for highly competitive keyword. That's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? That's actually easy, okay? So it's easy if you understand that it's a game, it's a journey, okay? If you understand that, okay? So that's what I wanted to mention. That's why I went after every keywords, okay? And I'm going from highest volume to the bottom, okay? However, I have some already that's already, the pages are live. I just need to optimize them. Even some of them, I can see here that says 0 searches, but 0, again, remember, is not accurate. It just means a lot lower number of people. So I'm actually going to optimize this on the first 13. It's going to be the first 13 I will optimize, okay? And then we'll start going after each one of this one at a time. I'm not worried about in what order. Bottom line is that I'm building out a massive authority website. And as you can see, we have this scheduled out all the way till 2022. But if I build $100,000 website and we're in 2020, if I take 2-3 years to do it, do you think it's worth it? Okay, so this is the journey that we're on right now together, okay? So, but the first one is going to be 165 words. But let's look at what's going on in the last few days, okay? There are 2 pieces of data that I look at. Exactly how we pick them up is something you can learn from Google Analytics. And so Google Analytics shows all the different data, but Google Search Console, I'm going to use Search Console because that's what this is about. It's about the organic traffic. It's about traffic that I didn't pay a dime for, okay? Well, I paid my time, which is my time that I'm spending on it right now. I'm going to click our search. Yeah, this one. Search on it. Click start now. And if you're not logged in, it will make you log in, right? So this is my other site, okay? This is my other site right here. And let's see what we did in the last 28 days. We're working on some things here. Well, in the last 3 months, 2,000, we're also building that out right now. 2,000 is because of not paying attention and not avoiding distraction over the last, okay, this is a website that's existed for the past 10 years or 2010, something like that. Yeah. So, but being distracted from the one skill that I know I'm good at, which is SEO, from the number one skill. I'm good at a lot of stuff, but this one, I haven't figured out. But let's go to, like I said, we're building Lola and Ola from scratch for this journey. So this journey in the last 3 months actually got 73 clicks so far, 7,000 impressions. Okay, meaning how many times people have seen it in the search engines. It's how many times a user saw a link to your site in search results, right? Over to discover. Now, our average click-through rate is poor. We're working on that. Remember, I talked about that on the first video on episode 001 that we're going to be working on, making sure that our title and description looks compelling enough for people to click on it. Because if you have a higher click-through rate, Google is going to assume that people must love your stuff. That's one factor out of 200 that they will use to assume that, hey, they must love it, and then that works in your favor. So you want to make sure you're creating a highly attractive title and description. And again, one of the rules that I use for that is, again, I use the 12 step sales as well too. That's what I use as well too. The number one of it is the same rules that I use. Get attention. You have to get attention. How to? Secrets of. warning, don't even think about. All those kind of titles, 12 tips, 12 powerful ways, things like that. That's how you get people to click onto something, right? So as you can see, this is in the last 3 months, okay? We got some activities going on here, but we probably have had some impressions. We're gonna build this out, okay? All right, let's see here. All right, so this is the data right here that we have, but I want to look at the last 7 days, okay? Just for the fun, I'm just looking at it for the fun of it. We already know what we're going after. I already showed you. Last 7 days, 605 impressions and 10 clicks. Average position 57. That's 50 page. So we could work on something here. There's 3 clicks that came from how to save my marriage. We have a chance, okay? We have a chance. Now let's look at this one that we're ranking for. Um, and let's look at on Google. Let's just search in Google and let's see what the competition are. 600 million. You can see actually it knows I'm logged into my Google, so it's telling me that I got 2 clicks from there. But 620 million, that's a lot of web pages trying to rank for the same thing. What if I put a phrase match in that same order, right? 386,000. Actually, as a rule of thumb, anything under 500,000 is easily attainable. Okay, that's easily attainable. Okay, so now let me go look at Samurai and let's see what Samurai says for that keyword in terms of competition and see what we can do. All right, SEO competition, and let's generate the results. And you can see all the pages ranking on the top 10 here. You have Oprah Magazine, Fatherly.com, Women's Day, NBC News. OprahMag.com is actually a 2 years old website. There's a leakage here. Okay, if this page got here without optimizing the title, URL, description, and head, and it's 12 years old, 0 index pages, then I see a lot of green. Okay, anytime I see green, I see opportunity. Okay, that means I can get in there because I know how to change, to alter a lot of this stuff. The only thing that some of them will take time to build, some of them will, my actions right now will optimize. Like I said earlier, 80% of relevance is basically what it's going to take. Okay, now let's go look at YouTube as last but not least for the day. Okay, I think why am I looking? Okay, Neil also mentioned social shares. How many people actually check the page? Okay, so let's go to Uber Suggest, which is Neil's website, right? So let's go to Uber Suggest, and they keep talking about how many people share it and all that stuff. That kind of information is useless as far as I'm concerned. I share it. Okay, I share it into my social media networks. Okay, and same way I got you here on Twitter and stuff like that. I share it, and that's good enough. Then I worry about making sure I create a fantastic content. Okay, if I do that, I'm just gonna, as you can see, actually Uber Suggest says 1,600 searches here. Let me go back to, let's see if it's accurate compared to, let's go to keyword research. Let's do keyword research. Let's do a keyword analysis. Analyze keyword. It says 177 searches monthly. Okay, so you can see the discrepancy, right? This is on Bing though. Okay, remember they're using Bing data, so the numbers are a lot more on YouTube. Okay, there's another tool that we could use. I think it still exists. Keyword Planner. Let's see if Keyword Planner still exists. Keyword Planner. Let's see if Keyword Planner still exists. It does. Let's see if you're able to get in there and use it. Go to Keyword Planner. Okay, so Keyword Planner is a part of Google AdWords, Google Ads. Okay, they call it Google Ads now. And idea is to tell you how many people are searching for a keyword on the search engines. Okay, so let's see if we can. It takes a minute for it to load. Come on, it's taking forever. Okay, get started. Get started. Okay, so keyword, discover new keyword, get search volume. Yes, I need to get search volume on this keyword. How to save, get started. Okay, so I mean, I guess the most trustworthy number here will be Google, right? So here it says you can plan, your plan can get 240 clicks for $370. Okay, again, because it's based on if I wanted to spend money on it, right? So 6,079 impressions, about 241 clicks. So you can see the discrepancy everywhere. Uber suggests search volume, the number of searches this particular keyword gets as during this particular keyword has during a month. So again, if I see numbers, I just go with it. It's people searching. The most authentic number is what you see after the fact inside of Google Search Console. There may be other theory behind that. I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, that's that's the verdict. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. Okay, close this. Bottom line is that at least 100, right, from that keyword, right? We know it's gonna be more because we're not even ranking. We're ranking at let's see. Let's turn on the position here. We're ranking for this keyword at 5th page, right? Divided by 10, right? On the 5th page, and we got 1 click out of that. So it's going to be a whole lot more if we're on the first, if we get it to the front page, right? So yeah, just wanted to show that to you. So as far as shares, Neil kept talking about shares and stuff like that. You go look at the content that are ranking at the top 10, like this one, right? Or the other content ideas, and how many times it was shared. So I guess you can look at content idea. It gives you a little bit of information for free. After that, you have to pay $10 per month. Okay. So you can see how many people share this. How to make your husband obsess over you again. It was shared 1,301. Some people will claim like, oh, it was because the content must be that good. Not necessarily. The person who created the content could just be a good marketer, or they have a brand that you know nothing about, that you don't know what's behind it. So you gotta stay in your own lane. Just follow my lead. Build an authority website over time, and everything else shall come to you. Okay, you seek ye first the kingdom of God. Basically, good content. Sorry to quote the scriptures on that, but you want to create good content first. And if you do that long enough over time, if you're doing it over and over, it's only natural for the market to respond to you if you have good content. If you don't have good content, then I can't help you there. You probably should find a niche where you can create good content that like the back of your hands. All right. So as far as shares, I don't, instead of focusing on shares, make sure it's a niche that you know. This is a topic that you understand that you could teach in your dream. Now, you may say, I don't know anything. Maybe you should jump on something and start learning it. Okay, so there's a formula that we use. We call the KLT. No, sorry, the ILDT. Invest, learn, do, and teach. Or invest, learn, and teach. You learn as you go and you teach. Okay, if you're learning as you teach, number one, naturally you're mastering. Okay, when you teach, you learn twice. Okay, so naturally you become an expert over time with wherever that niche you've decided. I don't care if it's insurance, I don't care if it's marriage, I don't care if it's relationships, I don't care if it's real estate, wherever it is, you continue to learn, you will naturally know more than an average human being. Okay, so we've done some data analysis there. Okay, done some data. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you're seeing this for the first time. And the tools that I use, you can try them out all for free. They're all in the description box. The last but not least I wanted to show you was Google YouTube Analytics of Lola and Ola. All right, so this is analytics right here, and this spike right here was because we just before February we did a lot of advertising. So if I take this, you can see like a spike. If I take this and change this to 90 days, you can see the spike, and then it came back to where we were getting organic. Okay, and that's that spike right there. So January, right? Actually, that was in December. So all of this is, so now this spike right here was because we did some reviews, some marriage reviews on some reality TV shows, and that drove some traffic as well too. So if I go under, if I scroll here, you can see some of them are still generating traffic, a lot of traffic. Like this one was completely paid. Okay, this is just an introductory to the channel, introductory video. It's like a 2 minute, less than 2 minutes video. But this one is not paid. This is completely free traffic. 1,684 views, which is Love and Marriage, is a show on OWN. We reviewed the reunion and it just went crazy. So that's another reason why you want to be consistent, because you never know what is going to go viral. There are 200 factors in Google alone that they're using to rank. Basically, the more content you have, the higher your chances. There are some skill sets that I'm sharing with you, of course, with the Market Samurai, but there's also being consistent over time, and then at some point the algorithm will show you some love. They will test you out, and it will go viral. And that's the more, before that happens is the hardest part about all of this. Okay, Marriage Bootcamp 322, that's also getting some views, 176. And you can see some of our original videos. And before this, we also had another channel that got shut down, that was getting some buzz, got shut down because we used it to comment the same content into a few channels, like a copy paste, and that flagged YouTube. But it was too new when it happened, so we didn't worry. We just created a new one. Okay, so this help wife keep texting other guys. That's getting some buzz. This is completely organic, 81. All right, and if I click see more, you can see some of the activity that's going on here. So with what we're about to start doing, you're gonna see a lot better buzz. Okay, with what we're start to do right now, you see some buzz because we're embedding all these videos onto the blog as well too. So they're getting views. I'm gonna close all of this right now because we're done. All right, so yeah, see here. So you can see we embed these videos. Okay, so there's a video that already exists here. We embed this here. So what I'm gonna do, actually, a friend with marriage problems. Okay, there's good content here already. What I'm literally gonna do is we're probably just gonna transcribe this, edit and clean it up, and then put it on here and optimize it for the website. Okay, and you're gonna see me do all of that. I will have the content, the article, I will have it cleaned up already. Okay, one thing I wanted to show you is if I go here to marriage problems right here, okay, and when I look at these pieces of content here, if I click on that, it goes into that content. You can see the content right here. Scroll through just to have an idea. Okay, I can do this. I can also do it directly from YouTube. Okay, so the idea is I use Brian Dean's skyscraper. So Brian Dean, this guy right here, backlinko.com. Okay, backlinko.com. All right, so backlinko.com. All right, this guy right here, he has something called the skyscraper. The idea is you build a content that's bigger and better than your competition. Okay, and it works. I've seen it work. Plus, I enjoy doing it. That's why you have to pick a topic and niche that you truly enjoy. Okay. All right. All right. So let's see here. So like this content right here, we'll go back to Safari. It was open in Safari. I look at, are you cheating? How to spot. This content is ranking. If I look at about 12 points here, I would read it. If anything. Copy. I'll put it in word count. So see how many words is it. Word count tools. Okay. You see how many words. Okay. And that will give me an idea of how many words I need to beat. So 1785 words. Okay. So I need to have at least 2,000 just based off of that. So if I have 2,000, I know I can easily get to number one. Okay, because this has 2,000. If I click into this one, I'm going to close this one. The new one is opening. Okay. And 50 most common marriage problems. Okay. So somebody is writing 50 most common marriage problems. Okay. So for example, in this case, I would say there are probably about 61 marriage problems that you've ever encountered, but I'm going to give you three solutions that will solve each one of every one of them, right? Like look at this page. It's empty. There's nothing on it. All right, so you can see this page literally has nothing on it from what I'm looking at. All right, so I don't know why it's ranking. I'm going to copy and actually open. Let me open this in Firefox. Maybe it's a Safari problem. Who knows? Let me just replace this now. All right. Okay. So there's a picture. It's a slide. Okay. It could be because it's user friendly. There's a slide on it. Okay. Yeah. So it's 50 slides. So when people spend a lot of time on your page, Google will consider it user friendly and they will rank it. Okay. That's what that is. So it's a slideshow that's ranking. Okay. How many words? I don't know. What I know is that 2,000 to 4,000 words will beat it. Okay, so I'm actually going to do some research on some of this. Some of the things I would disagree with, some of the things I will agree with. I will spend my time. So keep in mind what I said earlier. I'm going to transcribe this video. That's going to be more than enough words already. I'm going to look at the competition and see anything like any kind of myth based on my own personal belief that I can debunk, and some that I can agree with that I can stress a little bit more in my own words, right? All right, so the same thing if you look at this one. All right, so this one. So let's look at this word right here. It's not too long. Okay. Usually 2,000 word will be more than enough. Okay. Even a lot of time 1,000 words will be more than enough. But 2,000 is like actually stretching it. So these are the things I will be patient to go through to see. Because the idea is skyscraper. I want my own tower to be taller than everybody else that's ranking on the top 10. That's the idea. Okay. That's it. It's as simple as that. And once I do that, I'm trying to see. Let's see here. Okay, this is another one right here. 17 signs you're in an unhappy marriage, ranking for marriage problems. So even the title doesn't have marriage problems, so that's one way, right? So 17 signs. The one I just clicked is what? Red Book Mag. This one. Okay, so somehow, let's see here. I'm trying to see what we can beat here. It says index pages is 0 on Bing. It's not indexed on Bing at all. By the way, we do get traffic from Bing as well too. So, all right, so it's 9 points here. All right, and these pages load super slow. That's another way we can beat them. Okay, so if people are coming to our page and they're loading a little faster, that's just another factor. Okay, I'm trying to paste it here now. Okay, and they're older too, 2017. So they're also older. Okay, so it's not too long of a page. I will first of all do my words, and then I will go measure each one of this and see which one I can beat. All right. If there's need for me to add more to it, I will add more to it. That's the idea. That's the idea. So with that being said, the next topic we're going to be optimizing here is, like I said, we're going to stay focused on search engine optimization. We're going to try to get some clouds from existing ranking videos and stuff like that. Let me close this. All right, so the next content we're going to be ranking is this one, marriage problems. Okay, marriage problems. And marriage problems, I know for sure it's probably getting more than 165, but that's what Keyword Samurai sees from Bing, I think. But if I go to Uber Suggest, so for sure you will see me actually on the third episode. You will see me actually. I will make sure I actually optimize the blog post in front of you, and then we'll take it from there. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. That's not what I meant to do. Uber Suggest. I wanted to search. Uber Suggest. All right. So it's coming up now. And we're gonna search. Uber Suggest is a good tool, by the way. If that's what you can, it's $10 per month. Okay, I think market somewhere is like $50 or something like that one time. So whatever works for you, But just keep in mind, usually you have to go to multiple spots to collect all your keywords. So there's no one-stop shop when it comes to that. It's about your ability to do research. Okay. So we're searching for those keywords, 1900. It's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. And it gives you additional suggested keywords, okay, with high volume. Marriage problems, Bible verses, marriage problem quotes. These are some that some additional keywords we can go after, right? All right. So, but we have enough work that we're doing. The next one we're doing again is this, and we're gonna go down this line, optimize all of this, okay? And then we jump into Save My Marriage. As we're going right now, we're already publishing some new ones. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.